We've got some more Anthony Davis drama. The Pelicans, they're looking to re-engage with the NBA about their policy forcing Anthony Davis to play for the remainder of the season. There's 23 games left. The Pelicans would like to sit him out so that he doesn't get injured and they get the full amount when they do trade him this summer. But there's a couple of NBA rules that are preventing them from doing that. The first rule, which is a new rule, it says you're not allowed to rest players if they're healthy, unless, of course, you're at home. And the reason for this rule is because we've had a few teams in the past, like the San Antonio Spurs, they would rest their stars during a nationally televised game. It's not just the Spurs, though. It's other teams doing the same. And so the NBA, they don't want fans buying tickets and then the guy that they went to see didn't show up when he was healthy. It wasn't like he was injured. He was healthy, but they just decided to sit him out. The second rule and the second problem is that if you're resting a healthy player, you're basically tanking. You're trying to improve your position in the upcoming draft by not playing your healthy and best players. So when Anthony Davis came out before the trade deadline and said he wanted to be traded, remember the Pelicans at first, they said they weren't going to play him for the rest of the season. But then the NBA stepped in and said, hey, remember those rules, you can't do that. So what the Pelicans have done is they would play Anthony Davis, but they wouldn't give him a lot of minutes. They wouldn't play him in the fourth quarter because they're trying to make sure he doesn't get injured. Now, he did get injured. He had a shoulder injury in the game leading up to the All-Star game. And in the All-Star game, Anthony Davis, he only played 5 minutes. He took like 2 shots and then that was it. He did not play in the second half. That sucks. It wasn't a major injury, but still, Davis got injured. The Pelicans, they're really trying to make sure they don't mess up this trade and mess up his value. So after All-Star weekend, they're going to see what they can get done. Now, what's interesting, the commissioner, Adam Silver, now even he is coming out and saying, you know what? Anthony Davis has become a distraction for his team. The fans have booed him when he played at home. And then also his teammates, when you know a guy is not going to be there and he's not in the best interest of your team because he's going to leave, that messes with the chemistry. The team is playing a lot better when he's not on the court because they don't have to worry about him. Is he really trying? Is he really giving it his all? So this is a very interesting dilemma. We're going to find out if the NBA is going to allow them, the Pelicans, to break some of these rules for the rest of the season. What's funny, though, is that you got people in the NBA, other GMs, agents, they're saying, you know what, just don't play Anthony Davis. And even if you get fined or whatever, just deal with it because it's not worth the risk. You want to make sure you trade him for the best value you can get. You don't want him being injured like Isaiah Thomas or DeMarcus Cousins or many of the other players. You don't want that to happen, and then now you're not even getting a return on your investment. So very interesting dilemma. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you're the owner of the Pelicans, would you just sit him and take the fine? Do you play him, take the risk that he gets injured? What would you do? The final game, it's going up against Giannis at the point guard position for 12-0. Oh, what? Bang! They need a timeout.